books, time to even the score.
One life left, so I gotta make it count. Two bloody hands, work hard just to build it now. Three more doubts in my head, try to tear me down, but I won't let it show. Falling, scaring me alone through the struggle now. 5 toes dangle off the edge, don't look down. 6 feet deep, what will I leave when I'm underground? I don't know. Let's go, but watch me go.
Take a deep breath in, can you feel that? That's 1 in a billion, wait, 1 in a trillion. A life that's been given, a life that's worth living. I don't wanna miss it, I'll get up and get it. Cause I got a vision, I got ambitions, I've got the energy, I'm on a mission. Passion and purpose, they light the ignition. I made a decision, so listen up. I'm here to take a stance. You cannot keep me down, digging from underground. I'm here to take a chance, never down for the count. I'll go another round. Do you believe? Yes, I believe. I can achieve, I'll do it for me. I wanna be free, I have to be free. So get off your knees, stand up and believe. I don't need money, I don't need fame. That shit is all coming as soon as I change. Take a step forward, the path is the same. 1 step at a time, push through all the pain. I just need me, I need belief. These gatekeepers try to keep me from a dream. A game made of gold, all money and souls. I'll never give up till I rip through their walls. I'll take the risk, I'll take the hits. The bigger the gamble, the bigger the win. Like Chester, it's crawling through all of my skin. Adrenaline pumping, I'll push to the end. Doesn't even matter, we all die in the end. No happily ever after, fuck yeah, it all matters. We all die, but my soul takes a whole new chapter.
One life left, so I gotta make it count. Two bloody hands, work hard just to build it now. 3 more doubts in my head, try to tear me down, but I won't let it show. Falling, scaring me alone through the struggle now. 5 toes dangle off the edge, don't look down. 6 feet deep, what will I leave when I'm underground? I don't know, but watch me go. I just need to wake up, get me out this nightmare. Shackles on my ankles, they try to keep me awake. I just need to wake up.
Bang, 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 bang. Welcome into the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We are live here for the Roval Rumble. Ready to throw some fisticuffs here at the Charlotte Roval. It's Charlotte, North Carolina here at the Charlotte Speedway. Taking it on a little bit of road course style this week. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys have just rounded up the qualifying session here. And this is how they currently stand out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Kevin Tankos will sit on the pole here tonight, and you can read it, the rest of it yourself right there. 19 guys are getting ready to tack on tonight's Roval here tonight at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and we appreciate you guys tuning in here tonight as we wait on these guys to conclude the qualifying session here and continue to dial in these race cars. I want to remind you, 2 weeks from now, ladies and gentlemen, we are winding down the season pretty quickly here for Season 2 for the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. Ladies and gentlemen, we're tacking on the Roval tonight. 2 weeks from now, we will go to Chicagoland at the 1.5 mile for 120 laps. And then follow that with the Worldwide Gateway Technology, ladies and gentlemen, Raceway in Missouri. Waiting on the conclusion of qualifying here. If you are now tuned in, you can go over to the YouTube page at Booty Scoot Racing LLC for all of the conclusion and full races posted right there, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series Season 2. I believe it's race number 4 here, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Roval. Ladies and gentlemen, I will shut my mouth here. I know I'm kind of an annoying fellow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to take on the Roval here. We'll throw up the track fact here tonight. Here, this should do it for us for the Madness Racing League track fact. Get ready to take on the Charlotte Roval, a 2.28 mile road course here, all the way throughout the infield road course style here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway around the high banked ovals. These guys will take on 17 turns. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlotte Motor Speedway opened in 1960 here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And we are going to do the kind of opposite here. Not turn left, but turn a little bit right here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, strap those seat belts, fasten those helmets, get ready to go racing.
Till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking.
There they come, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, loading into the grid here. You are looking at the Season 2 contestants that are getting ready to tackle on the Roval Rumble here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway's Roval Road Course. And if you are not tuned in here to the TikTok channel, you can head over to the Booty Scoot Racing page at the conclusion of tonight's event here, and we will have it posted there for you, ladies and gentlemen. We are moments away from the qualifying results here. Get you guys to the driver's introductions here. We're waiting on a few more guys to load in here. If you are now watching for the Booty Scoot Racing channel for the first time ever here, you are getting ready to see probably some of the best racing that you have seen in a while. Go ahead and slap that like button. Press that follow button here as we'll kick off tonight's driver's introduction. Setting on the pole from Hawthorne, New Jersey, that's the 20-year-old machine of Kevin Tankos. Starting on the outside of him, second place in the front row, driving in the number 85 Toyota Supra from KA, Puerto Rico, the Season 1 champion of Alfonso Claudio. Starting in the second row on the inside, the third place spot here tonight from Park Ridge, New Jersey, driving the number 99 closeout batch Chevy Camaro. That's going to be Jerry Powers. And on the outside of him, driving the number 24 Twins grading, Chevy Camaro from Greenville, South Carolina. That's going to be James Fountain. Behind James in the number 01 Food City Ford Mustang, it's going to be Everett Larson. Chase Johnson driving the number 5 STI Chevy Camaro from Greer, South Carolina, getting ready to tackle on the Roval here tonight in Charlotte. Nicholas Maynard in the 02 Maynard Motors Rock and Roll Racing Ford Mustang from Welford, South Carolina. The 22-year-old is going to start out here tonight in the 7th place spot. On the outside of him will be the number 81 Mobile One Ford Mustang from Troy, Alabama, the U.S. Navy veteran of Terry Hughes Jr. George Stetson from McCullough, Florida, the Rock and Roll Racing, number 56 Maynard Motors Chevy Camaro Rock and Roll Racing, looking to pow through their way through the field here tonight. He'll round out the 9th place spot here tonight. His teammate here tonight for the Rock and Roll Racing as well, the number 7 machine of Pelzer, South Carolina's Travo Wall. Jonathan Smith on the outside here in the number 13, the winner 2 weeks ago at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. He's locked into the playoffs, looking to double down. Can he go back-to-back this week here at the Charlotte Roval? Starting on the inside of him, driving the number 19 machine from Rising Sun, Indiana. That looks like that's going to be the number 19 of Stanley Jr. Dominic Abatatello, whatever the hell you want to call it, in the number 20 machine, will round out the 13th place spot here tonight in the Madness Racing League. Tony Cook in the number 33 Home Run Cafe Chevy Camaro. Make sure you go check him out at 810 North Main Street for all your hot dog, hamburger, refreshing needs. Tony Cook will get you hooked up. John Michael Bryant, the boogeyman from Greer, South Carolina, driving the number 23 J Money Sense Toyota Supra, will shake out the 15th place spot here tonight. We're going to make something shake. And on the outside of him, the other Supra machine, the paint house number 2 from Tempe, Arizona, the 25-year-old father of 3, Blake Hotchchild. Chris Knighty in the Triple Deuce machine here on the outside, Ford Mustang from B-Town, Indiana. That's going to be the Triple Deuce of Chris Knighty. Corey Riptide Tesner backs it into the wall here in his qualifying session here, so he's not able to get a qualifying lap underneath his belt here. He'll start tail into the shotgun field here tonight. The LLC Maccabee Auto Parts, whatever the hell machine. Looks like he's going to try to claw his way to the front here, camouflaged out here to take on the Charlotte Roval. And looks like starting the last place spot here tonight for real, Shotgun Queso's Maynard Motors Rock and Roll Racing. That's the large car of Nick Crawford. coming all the way down from West Virginia. He'll make the short trip here to North Carolina to Charlotte. Try to tackle on the Roval here tonight and knock some of these guys a little silly here. We'll jump back up here to the front of the pack here where Kevin Tankos, the New Jersey driver, and Alfonso Claudio, the season 1 champion, driving the number 85 machine. He has made the trip over here. He's international here when he's in the States participating. We appreciate all the U.S. Navy veterans, all the veterans here in our field tonight. We appreciate all the veterans in general. Ladies and gentlemen, I, myself, as a true patriot, forgot to do the national anthem before we start here tonight, so that is on me here. But you are set here to take on the Roval Rumble here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway at the Roval 2018 layout style, so we don't have such a terrible chicane that these guys got to take here. Peter the Pace Car whipping in style here tonight in Charlotte. He's got a BMW CS, whatever the hell it's called. I'm not much of a BMW kind of guy. But Peter the Pace Car thugging it out here in the turns 1 and 2 as your mom shows her titties to him. She loves his new ride here. Beautiful shot here of these race cars here, getting ready to tackle on the Charlotte Motor Speedway. You are excited as always. Crack another beer, light another cigarette. We are getting ready to go racing here in the Madness Racing League. 2 weeks from now, we're tackling on Chicago Speedway. And while we wait on these guys to come off turn 2 here down the back straightaway to get the race started off here tonight, see if we can't pull up the points format for you right here. This is how they run currently. Race number 4 here tonight at the Charlotte Roval, ladies and gentlemen. Showtime Chase Johnson. Currently the point standing leader. Jerry Powers led a shit ton of laps 2 weeks ago at New Hampshire. Added a lot of points to his total here, but Jonathan Smith was able to pick up the victory. He's down there. It looks like the 9th or 10th place spot here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel points-wise. You win a race, you're locked in here. Tons of guys winless on the season so far here, so that could change for a lot of people here tonight. They might get what they want here. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Tankos in the Budweiser number 4 machine on the pole here tonight. For the Roval Rumble, James Fountain, the 24 machine, the road course master, rounding out the 4th place spot right there. And Everett Larson, 01 machine behind him. And Chase Johnson right here on the STI Johnson Chevy Camaro, the number 5 machine, down on the bottom side. We're getting ready to go racing. Peter the Pace Car hangs the left on the pit road. Kevin Tankos and Alfonso Claudio will bring them through the restart zone, and they will hit the gas on the green flag. Kevin Tankos in charge here in Charlotte. Green flag is in the air here at the Charlotte Roval, ladies and gentlemen. These guys head down into the heartburn turn 1 here. Down in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd gear here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. Nicholas Smader gets loose. He'll go around here. Really quick and early here, but he's able to stay on the brakes here. Look at everybody trying to manage their way around the number 02 machine. Got a parking lot back here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. He's able to get that machine going, though, with the Goldsboro, North Carolina driver Jonathan Smith here working his way here. They'll go across, up and down the hill here, across the infield. Getting ready to go back to the other side here, back out in front of the race fans here, heading up towards the bank ending turns 3 and 4 here. That's Jerry Powers and the number 99 machine here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. Scheduled for 25 laps here tonight at the Roval. We are green here in the Xfinity Series. Everett Larson, the number 01's got about a car length lead over the 24 machine of James Fountain here. That's the battle for the 4th place spot. Everett Larson's able to trail down the back straightaway. They're going to get hard into this heavy braking zone here. Down the 3rd gear, down the 2nd gear if you really need it. James Fountain a little loose off the corner. He'll grab the turtle right there. What a save from the 24 machine of James Fountain. That'll cost him a little time. To Showtime Chase Johnson. Chase Johnson will press the gas down here. They'll head off turns 3 and 4 down the embankment here to another hard braking zone. This is going to be a passing corner all night long. Here's Everett Larson, the number 01, a little loose there off the corner. But Kevin Tankos is going to lead the 1st lap here at the Charlotte Roval here in Charlotte, North Carolina. For the Roval Rumble, excuse me. We appreciate you guys tuning in here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. We appreciate you guys. You head on over to the YouTube page at Booty Scoot Racing LLC. It's John Michael Bryant, Nicholas Maynard. Looks like he's got that thing back up and straight and rolling here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel after spinning out there, turn 1, lap 1. And him and the boogeyman of John Michael Bryant, your mom's favorite driver, will work door to door here, up and over the hill here through the infield. Nicholas Maynard will try the outside of boogeyman. He's able to get it clear barely off the corner there, ladies and gentlemen. They'll fly underneath the Bank of America Stadium here in the infield, the Charlotte Motor Speedway. John Michael Bryant won his heat race. If you checked it out on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel for the ID5 Late Model Stock Series this week on Tuesday night here. So John Michael Bryant already been in the victory lane one time this week. He would love to double down and go here tonight in the Xfinity Series. He needs it big time. Here's the number 2 machine of Blake Hochschild, battling door-to-door with Corey Riptide Tesner. Corey Tesner, the McAfee Auto Services on the outside. Off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. They'll head into the hard braking zone here. See Travel Wall, the number 7 machine here, the Rock and Roll Racing Ford Mustang here. A little loose off the corner there, but Corey Tesner's able to shove him out of the way here. Corey Tesner started in the, looks like it's going to be the 18th place spot here tonight. He is currently up 8 spots here in the 9th place spot. Corey Riptide Tesner, the fastest guy on the racetrack currently at the moment. Riding on board with Corey Riptide Tesner here, they make their way down into the hard braking zone here through the Heartburn turn here in the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Giving you some great shots here. Travel Wall works around the 02 Toyota Supra machine of Blake Hochschild here. Travel Wall winless here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Trying to change that here tonight. He'll work the bottom side of the racetrack here. Slide look out of the apex. What a great corner for the number 7 machine. Here's the battle for the race lead. Kevin Tankos, from Hawthorne, New Jersey. Won several races last season. Was a big-time contender in the Cup Series when we raced Gen 6 here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Won 3 races. I believe he picked up a win last year where he might have been the only guy. Yes, he was the only guy last season in the Xfinity Series to even point his way into the playoffs. As we had 7 different winners with 8 guys advancing for Season 1. He'll work his way down here to the hard-braking Toyota braking zone here off the turtle there, getting that right front, up into the air here. Kevin Tankos working his way across the Charlotte Roval here, and he'll have the 2nd place spot of Alfonso Claudio on that number 85, following right behind him. We're scheduled for a competition caution flag here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series on lap 13 for these folks. So these guys know that they got to get these cars, machines, whatever the hell you want to call them, to lap 13. Here's James Fountain. Seen him hit that turtle there off a turn. I believe that's turn 12 back there on the backstretch. Get ready to head onto the oval turn 3 side. James Fountain a little loose here. James Fountain, a multi-time road course winner. Big top loose off the corner there for James Fountain, but he's able to save it there. As I was saying, multiple-time winner here for the road course machine of James Fountain. He definitely knows how to turn left and turn it right back around to the right side machine. He'll work his way across here to turn 3 on the oval here into the banking machine right in front of the fans here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway on the opposite side of the wall, the Heartburn turn. That's the 24 machine of James Fountain here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Winless on the season, trying to make something shake here tonight. He'll blink in and blink out there. Got several guys working their way through the chicane here down the back straightaway. Here comes that 24 machine of James Fountain, and he'll have Chase Johnson trolling right there behind him. Everett Larson's going to have to really put that thing in gear here if he wants to keep the hold of that 4th place spot machine, because James Fountain is absolutely charging here into the braking zone on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. James Fountain will look to the inside of the number 01 of Everett Larson, not able to complete the pass there, but Everett Larson will let him come door to door with him, but he's able to hold him off there off the corner. But here comes Chase Johnson here. He's looking to battle hard door to door with James Fountain here. They'll head down at the Heartburn turn here, the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Chase Johnson's got to keep this thing underneath them here, as we keep getting put right through this damn headlight here on the infield. Everett Larson, James Fountain looking for the pass over Everett Larson, a door bang there. With Showtime, Chase Johnson through the Bank of America Stadium here. Part of the infield section here. James Fountain continuing to lose a little bit of group here through the Bojangles front stretch here. Through the infield course here, down on the back straightaway, down on the bottom side here. James Fountain trying to cut it as close as possible down to the wall there on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, but he's not able to get it done here. 21 laps remain here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel's Roval Rumble WWE style here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Kevin Tankos currently the race leader. He works his way down the back straightaway through the chicane. He's got Alfonso Claudio, the Season 1 champion, trailing on his tail here. And the Corning number 85 Toyota Supra, they work themselves off turn 3 and 4 with the high bank ovals here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Through the hard zone here, Terry Hughes Jr. looks like he's made a mistake here. Got off the racetrack here through the braking zone. Have to slow up a little bit, give a little bit of time here. So Terry Hughes Jr. trying to make something shake here tonight at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. He'll cut the course there, have to give up a little bit of time here, but the battle for the race lead is starting to get away from Jerry Powers here in the closeoutbats.com number 99 Chevy Camaro from Park Ridge, New Jersey. He's going to have to dial this thing in here. Stay patient as he'll swing wide here through the Bank of America Stadium. Portion up to here the road course tonight. 17 turns is what they're attacking on here tonight at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Kevin Tankos, the race leader, sailing through the infield off the other side here. We'll back up here to some of the other guys Streamed out through the field here. Nick Crawford currently running in the 13th place spot. He's making his way through the Toyota braking zone here. Big damage to the front right. Part of that 48K so Chevy Camaro machine and John Michael Bryant. Talked about him earlier in that Toyota Supra, trying to hold off the home run cafe machine of Tony Cook, but he's not able to do it. Tony Cook just a little bit better here through the Toyota braking zone here. They'll make the break over here. John Michael Bryant will lock the right front up on that Toyota Supra. They'll work their way here across the line here with 20 laps to go on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We are racing here to lap 13 for the competition caution. Kevin Tankos doesn't really give a damn when the caution comes out. He's selling away here. Every lap led is 1 point added to your total score. Park Ridge, New Jersey, stand up. The Budweiser number 4 Camaro has led every single lap from the pole here tonight. The 20-year-old continues to work his way around the Roval here. You look out the other side there, you see Nick Large Car Crawford in that number 48 machine work his way through here. Terry Hughes Jr. working his way down here to the Heartburn turn. Seen him have to give up a little bit of time there just a moment ago on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Talk about Nicholas Maynard, the 02 Maynard Motors Rock and Roll Racing Ford Mustang here. Got loose, turn 1, lap 1, went around, was able to keep his foot on the brake though. No damage to that race car. Everybody was able to get around him quite good there. The 02 from Welford, South Carolina will work his way down, lock the brake up there big time into the Toyota braking zone. The 02 of Nicholas Maynard, winless on the year so far, but he's trying to work his way back up here. He's currently sitting in the 11th place spot. Meanwhile, Jerry Powers in the 99 works his way through the banking and turns 1 and 2 here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. You are watching the Booty Scoot Racing Channel's Xfinity Series Season 2, race number 4 here. The Roval Rumble here live at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Taking on the road course, the Charlotte Roval, the number 13 of Jonathan Smith from Goldsboro, North Carolina, the hometown track from Jonathan Smith. He won 2 weeks ago in Dominic Avatatello, whatever the hell you want to call it. And the number 20 will scrape the wall back there. And here comes Travo Wall. He'll inch in a little bit closer to that 20 machine. And the Rock and Roll Racing 7 machine is rocking his way to the front here. The Blake Child Toyota Supra making his way through the field as well. We'll talk back to Jonathan Smith here. 2 weeks ago here, he was able to hold off Chase Johnson in overtime for the victory at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway here there at Loudon. He picked up the victory in the Kiss My Asphalt 150. He's racing for in the playoffs, racing for championships here in a couple weeks here as he rolls his way through the Toyota braking zone. And that engine 4 Chevy Camaro, Jonathan Smith, just trying to be a little bit patient here. Make sure you get at him at www.napdaddyracing.com for all your iRacing paint scheme, liveries, and needs. We appreciate you guys tuning in here tonight. We'd appreciate you guys if you would smack that like button, get us to 1,000 likes here as these guys continue to work their way around the Charlotte Roval here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, we are glad to have you here tonight. The number 8 of Corey Riptide Tester has worked his way up here to the 8th place spot. Started in the back here. He's up 9 spot trying to work the back bumper of Travo Wall here. We'll keep the action right here on this battle on the racetrack, but looks like Corey Tester is going to make quick work of Travo Wall here. Corey Tester continuing to pick off some burner laps here. And James Fountain in that number 24 machine. Seen him get right down there on that oval earlier. He is absolutely shitting and getting here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. He clipped that turtle down there earlier, lifted the back left rear off the racetrack there. Got a little loose here, flat spotted one of those tires here as he works his way down into the Toyota braking zone. He'll clip the apron right there. Great apex from the number 24 machine of James Fountain. Multiple-time road course winner here. He was the Watkins Glen Season 1 winner. He works his twins grading 24 machine down through turns 1 and 2 here. Up the hill, big time loose here at the home of racing Charlotte Motor Speedway. For James Fountain, he'll work his way through the Bank of America infield portion of the road course here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. But Kevin Tankos has caught the lap traffic machine of John Michael Bryant. John Michael Bryant's going to have to fight for his life to stay on the lead lap here as we have a competition caution scheduled here tonight on lap 13 here with 17 laps to go here. 25 laps scheduled. You do the damn math. I'm not a rocket scientist. It's Kevin Tankos. Looks like he'll make quick work around the lap car of John Michael Bryant, and that'll put the Boogeyman a lap down here as your mom has just put her bag away and put her beer back into the cooler. As the Boogeyman goes the lap down here, she's going to need a big thing to happen here as they work their way across the Charlotte Motor Speedway, giving you some great shots here. Sold out 88,000 acids here. John Michael Bryant works his way down into the Toyota Supra braking zone here, and Alfonso Claudio in that 2nd place spot is able to get up around here. James Fountain long gone from the 5th place spot of Showtime Chase Johnson. So that's where things really begin to spray their way out here. Jerry Powers works his way through the Toyota's braking zone here. Alfonso Claudio going back up the hill, and he'll fall back down trying to chase Kevin Tankos, the race leader here. Tony Cook here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel driving the number 33, the old timer. Will go a lap down here as well. He's battling hard with the number 23 machine of John Michael Bryant. Off course up here is Chris Knighty, the Triple Deuce machine, but he's able to keep it on the racetrack just a tad bit there. Tony Cook here working his way, trying to hold off John Michael Bryant in that number 23 machine. They'll work their way back out here in front of the fans, heading towards turn 3. John Michael Bryant and Tony Cook continue to exchange. It looks like the 11th place spot here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, but the battle has gone away here. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Powers making his way around, looks like the 22 Triple Deuce machine of Chris Knighty, the lap car there. So Jerry Powers trying to put up some time here and run down Alfonso Claudio. As Alfonso Claudio down in the third gear. What a great shot here of Alfonso Claudio working his way here through the chicane on the backstretch into turns 3 and 4 here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. 16 laps remaining, getting ready to come to 15 laps remaining here. The Budweiser machine of Kevin Tanko on the pole here tonight. He'll bring it through the restart zone across the line. 15 laps remaining here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. 10 laps are complete. 3 more laps until the caution flag for the competition caution for the Kevin Tanko's machine to work his way through down the hill here through the Bank of America portion here. The infield at the Charlotte Roval here. Oh, lock it up just a tad bit there. Misses corner. And now Alfonso Claudio will see that right in front of him. He tries to work it here. Here comes Jerry Powers in that third place spot here. So James Fountain smoking out the back end of that 24 machine. He must have clipped the wall or something there. Some big damage to the 24 machine. He'll bring it down off the racetrack here down on the pit road. The 24 machine might have just smashed his day here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Kevin Tanko's the race leader. Alfonso Claudio trails right behind him. We'll throw it up to Billy, the blimp driver here. Excuse me. He gives you some action-packed shots here. Kind of give you the gap of where all these guys are here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Kevin Tanko's will throw it down in the third gear. Jump the turtle there. And Alfonso Claudio will chase right back after him. Here comes Jerry Powers in the third place spot, followed by John Michael Bryant. Following him is Gorilla Mott 23 Toyota Supra, a lap down here. 15 laps to go on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Kevin Tanko's is bringing it across the line, and the gap to the race lead has shrinking up big time here. 13 laps to go next time around. 2 laps remaining to the caution flag for the competition caution. We'll take a quick commercial break here, but you won't miss the thing here. We'll keep it right here on the action, blimp style on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for the race lead. Don't go nowhere. Back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Just needed a little commercial break there to wet my whistle here, as I have been talking for quite a few laps here as these guys continue to work around the Charlotte Roval here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. James Fountain on pit road with big damage here. We'll cut off the battle box. John Smith hard into the inside wall as well. He'll come down pit road. And Blake Gottschall with a broken toe link on that number 2 machine. And Trevor Wall down on pit road as well after a hard hit. But it's Kevin Tanko's the race leader here. He will see the caution flag next time around for the competition caution flag here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll get everybody re-racked, reloaded here. They'll have to battle it off on pit road. And with several guys a lap down, John Michael Bryant's going to be the lucky dog right now. As it stands, Tony Cook trying to run him down here. And George Stetson follows right there behind him along with Chris Knighty. So the lucky dog is pretty much anybody's game here. Somebody just got to make sure they don't make a mistake. The kid of Nicholas Manor went around early here, lap 1, turn 1. He works his way off of turn 4 here, down into turns 13. Get ready to go around to turn 14 through the Toyota braking zone. He's up to the 6th place spot here. So moving through the field is the number 02 machine and Corey Riptide Tesner. Corey Riptide Tesner started tonight's event at the tail end of the field after wrecking and qualifying. He'll go to the backup Maccabee LLC Chevy Camaro. His guys will roll him out a backup car here, and he has drove this damn thing up to the 5th place spot here. Corey Riptide Tesner absolutely moving around the Charlotte Roval here. Talked to him before the race. He said he felt like he wasn't much of a road course racer, but he did what he had to do, and the caution flag is out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for Kevin Tankos. He will see the competition caution flag here. Call it a stage break, if you will. Kevin Tankos has led him up to the halfway point up to this point, with Alfonso Claudio and Jerry Powers getting in the 3rd place spot. Chase Johnson is currently rested in the 4th place spot here. He's coming to complete lap 13 right here, so he will round out the 4th place spot with Corey Riptide Tesner coming to the Toyota braking zone. He'll be in the 5th place spot, and Nicholas Maynard in the 6th place spot as they stand here. We'll let everybody re-rack them and catch the tail end of the pace car. It has been all Kevin Tankos from Hawthorne, New Jersey. From the pole, he's led every lap up to this point, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Tankos, the 20-year-old, looking to lock himself into the playoffs here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll be back in a moment. Competition caution flag out here for the Roval Rumble here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Build what I want to make, 'cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way, so you can go kick rocks. I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. The Xfinity Series Saturday night is presented by the Fred Anderson of Honda of Greenville. Excuse me, I almost fucked it up. Make sure you hit up 864-565-7520. They got a brand new 2025 Honda Civic Type R for you today. Make sure you get at John Michael Bryant as your sales rep. He'll get you hooked up. The Xfinity Series presented by Nap Daddy Racing Designs. Make sure you get at Nap Daddy Racing for all your iRacing paint schemes, liveries, and needs. The Xfinity Series is presented by CloseOutBats.com. Since 1992, over 650,000 satisfied customers shop over 50,000 baseball/softball bats and gloves today. And if you're just tuning in here to the Xfinity Series for the Madness Racing League Season 2, race number 4, it has been one hell of an event here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. These guys knock out the pit stops underneath the competition caution. This is the Roval Rumble, 25 laps for 70 miles, 2 sets of tires, no fast repair, and we are working the competition caution flag here. 13 laps are complete in the night's event here, the Xfinity Series. We've already gave Closeout Bats a little bit of love here. The Maccabee Auto Services, preventative maintenance, brake services, suspension repairs, transmission services, you name it, they got it. Contact them today, 864-256-1346, or email them at maccabeeautorepair@gmail.com, and they will get you squared away today. With all the shenanigans up and out of the way, we got the bills paid. We're back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, and I am ready to give you the rundown on how things are currently shaking out. We will cut down the music here and cut it down, ladies and gentlemen. We'll start up here from the way front of the pack, where I believe Tony Cook here is behind Peter the pace car. He is registered a lap down, so he is looking for the wave around this time around, along with Stanley Turner Jr. from Rising Sun, Indiana. And when these two guys take the wave around here, when we get ready to go green, that will put Kevin Tankos right back where he belongs, behind the pace car as the race leader. Kevin Tankos from Hawthorne's, New Jersey, driving the number 4 Budweiser Chevy Camaro here tonight. He won the pole, and he has led every lap up to this point here. Should have about 7 or 8 laps to left here, and about 9 laps of racing when we get ready to go back racing here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Still got guys catching in the field behind us here. Alfonso Claudio and his 85 Me Machine team guys were able to get 4 tires on that race car and a fresh tank of Sunoco race fuel here. He's able to take it to the end here. He's ready to re-wreck them here and have another shot at the back bumper of Kevin Tankos. But Jerry Powers had to work through a little bit there to start the race here, but he's finally got the caution flag he needed here. He'll work his way back up here to the back bumper of the number 85 and the number 4 here. He'll restart at the 4th place spot here tonight. Led over 100 laps 2 weeks ago at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway in the Kiss My Asphalt 150. Can he close it out here tonight? Jerry Powers still winless here on the year. Corey Riptide Tester in the Maccabee Auto Services number 8 Chevy Camaro started at the ass tail end of the field here tonight, and he has driven that Chevy Camaro all the way up here to the 4th place spot, and that's where he will shake out here on the restart. Nicholas Maynard in the Maynard Motors 02 Penske Rock and Roll Racing Ford Mustang from Welford, South Carolina, spun out on lap 1, turn 1, right through this area that we had just went through there at the top of the hill. He has shaken his way up here. He is currently sitting in the 5th place spot here, and he will start on the inside 2nd row. And on the outside of him will be his Rock and Roll Racing teammate, the number 48. You see it's similar in schemes there. The case, though, is Rock and Roll Racing machine of Nick Crawford from Buchanan, West Virginia. And behind them will be the 23 machine of John Michael Bryant. He'll take the wave around back on the lead lap for the Boogeyman. Showtime Chase Johnson will round out the 8th place spot here as he catches the tail end of the field here, working his way back around the racetrack. After getting some damage fixed on that STI Johnson Camaro, and Tony Cook here will take the wave around. He'll catch the tail end of the field here, making his way down the back straightaway. And the Home Run Cafe machine, George Stetson, was looking for the wave around there, but he'll go down pit road and take a set of tires here. So he is not able to get the wave around. He's still registering a lap down, along with Chris Knighty here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. But that'll open up pit road for people like Chase Johnson and Tony Cook here taking the wave around here. Still look like we're going to have 2 to green here. We'll get the 1 to go racing here next time around on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. So we should have about 9 laps to go when we get ready to go racing here. Kevin Tankos is the race leader here, working behind Billy. Will Peter the pace car. Excuse me here. See if we can't take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're all caught up after the pit stops.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid.
Welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You are watching the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series, the Roval Rumble. 25 laps for 70 miles here, 2 sets of tires, no fast repair here for the Madness Racing League's Xfinity Series Season 2, race number 4. These guys have been putting on an absolute show here. So you check out the race details here. We'll flip it up. This is the remaining schedule here. So if you like what you're seeing, press that like button, press that follow button, head on over to the YouTube page. Subscribe at Booty Scoot Racing LLC to catch the rest of the year. Chicagoland 2 weeks from now for 120 laps. Then we'll go a little bit short track racing at the Worldwide Gateway Technology Raceway. And then we are heading to Atlanta for some super speedway playoff racing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how they currently sit right now in the points playing sim. We get ready to go racing here. We got the one to go racing here as they work their way across down the hill. Back in front of the fans here. Get ready to go into turns 3 and 4 here. Showtime Chase Johnson currently the point sitter here with a hard charging Jerry Powers right behind him, along with tons of guys just making their way through here. Sean Williams, the Daytona winner as well. Anybody in green is locked themselves on wins here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll throw it back down here to the main broadcast. If you're just tuning in, we are glad to have you here. 9 laps remain here in the Roval Rumble here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the home of stock car racing. Ladies and gentlemen, and we are live in Charlotte, North Carolina. Tons of Carolina kids in the field, but it has been all Kevin Tankos from Hawthorne, New Jersey. The 20-year-old has came here tonight looking to put belt to ass, and that number 4 machine is bad fast. The Budweiser guys have, I heard he was down on the back straightaway down there near the landfill off of turn 3. Back there giving away free Budweiser, signing boxes after box after box. They were going for about $150 per 12-pack here, but that's just the rumor on the street for Kevin Tankos here. He's got tons of fans in the stands here tonight. I believe it's been a while since he's picked up a win here in the Xfinity Series. Alfonso Claudio, the Season 1 champion, looking to pick up his first victory here in Season 2. Can he pick up one here on the outside? He'll get ready to start and re-wrecked here in the second place spot. Corey Tesner in the number 8. Up 13 spots from where he started here tonight from Greer, South Carolina. Not much of a road course racer, but he's got the tactics in hand and what he needs. Kevin Tankos getting ready to fire on back off here through the restart zone. We are getting ready to tackle on 8 more laps here in the Roval Rumble. We are back green here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Looks like everybody was able to make it through the chicane there. Pretty nice and neat here. Well, this will be the battle up here for the race lead. How will everybody make it through the heartburn turn? Nicholas Maynard, Nick Crawford, Showtime Chase Johnson. Everybody looks like they're able to make it through the heartburn turn, and they'll make their way down into the Bank of America. Part of the section here, the road course here, the Charlotte Motor Speedway. That's the number 85 of Alfonso Claudio trying to run down Kevin Tankos. Kevin Tankos will get on the brakes hard here through the little bus stop area here. That looks like that's turns 5, 6, and 7. The Triple Deuce Wounded Warrior Project 4 Mustang of Chris Knighty here. Hard on the brakes. He's on the outside. He'll have the boogeyman of John Michael Bryant on the inside. This will be the battle for the 8th place spot here. John Michael Bryant. Chris Knighty will get a little bit of the better of John Michael Bryant, who's big loose off the corner there, but he's able to hold on to it. What a save from the 23 machine of John Michael Bryant. Your mom will rip and rave here. She packed the cooler a long time ago when the boogeyman got loose and went off the racetrack here, but he's able to get the wave around, get back on the lead lap. Corey Riptide Tesner soaring up here in the 4th place spot here. Here's how they run currently. Get ready to complete the first laps. It's turning back green here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Kevin Tankos down into the hard Toyota braking zone here. Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, 3, 4 is how they'll run right here. Pretty much nose to tail. It'll be Kevin Tankos, Alfonso Claudio, Jerry Powers, Corey Riptide Tesner, followed by Nicholas Maynard for the top 5 down here. They'll go down the hill on the Booty Scoot Racing channel through the Bank of America section here, and Kevin Tankos big loose on the back end of that race car. He's going to have to probably adjust the brake dials in there a little bit, try to get that thing dialed in here with the brake bias. Corey Riptide Tesner slowly closing up the gap there to the number 99 closeout bass machine of Jerry Powers here. George Stetson in the Rock and Roll Racing number 56 machine. Wasn't able to pit there, but he'll take the wave around. I mean, he won't take the wave around, but he'll pit, so it'll cost him the wave around. So he's still currently registered a lap down here. He is currently in the lucky dog spot here. No full course cautions here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for these guys if they wreck, but if we were to have a pile up of more than two or three cars at a time, then we would throw the caution flag here tonight at the Roval. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Triple Deuce of Chris Knighty working his way over and back down the hill in front of the fans here in turn 3. Jerry Powers soaring his way through the chicane there. Corey Tesner, big time there on the left rear off the turtle right there going into turn 3 here. He'll climb the banking off the turn 4 here down into the hard braking zone and Toyota section off of turn 13. He'll see turns 12 and then he'll make hard right-hander into 13 and make another quick left-hander on the turn, whatever the hell that is. I believe it's 17 here. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Riptide Tesner has been the hard charger performer here tonight as he tries to work Jerry Powers for that 3rd place spot here. Kevin Tankos, the race leader, trying to hold on here to the race win at Charlotte Roval here. The lead is closing up here. Alfonso Claudio, the Season 1 champion. trying to stay in touch with the number 4 of Kevin Tankos here as they work their way across the infield portion of the road course here, back around in front of the fans, heading towards turn 3, get ready to climb the banking. You're riding out the front bumper cam of Alfonso Claudio, riding on board with the number 85 champion, trying to run down Kevin Tankos. Here's Kevin Tankos is just hitting mark after mark after mark. He's able to pull away from the number 85 there. Loading into the banking to turns 3 and 4. Down on the bottom side, here comes Alfonso Claudio. Alfonso Claudio looks to be a little bit better here through this braking zone. He's able to close out the gap big time here. But has he got enough for Kevin Tankos here? 6 laps remain here in the 9th minute. You got to remember that as well. So Alfonso Claudio, all the way from Puerto Rico, has got to use a little bit of the tools in his bag as he'll work his way down here to 2nd gear and close up the gap big time here. Alfonso Claudio just a little bit better here through the braking zones than the race leader Kevin Tankos, but it looks like the Chevy of Kevin Tankos has a little bit more fire off speed here. The Budweiser machine guys will hold up the 5 to go racing this time around when he passes pit road. Kevin Tankos soaring away here. He's won the pole, and he has led every lap up to this point here. Big trouble there for somebody when they're able to get it off the racetrack. Corey Tesner has got all the way to the back bumper of the 3rd place guy of Jerry Powers here. Jerry Powers from Park Ridge, New Jersey, running for his life here. He's got Corey Riptide Tesner trying to make something shake. Maybe Jerry Powers here trying to work his way back down the hill here towards the fans here in turns 3. He looks like he's a little bit more stable than Corey Riptide Tesner. Nick Crawford here battling hard with Showtime Chase Johnson here. Nick Crawford, I believe, scheduled a lap down. No, he's on the lead lap here in the 7th place spot here, battling hard. So this is poor position with Showtime Chase Johnson. Chase Johnson looks like he's just got a better car here. There's tons of damage here for the large car of Nick Crawford here from Buck Canyon, West Virginia. The Rock and Roll Racing Quesos 48 machine needs another pit stop here. He's hoping and praying that these guys will pile it up here. He can get the caution flag that he needs, but Kevin Tankos running away with it here, trying to get away from Alfonso Claudio. And Alfonso continuing to hit his marks through these braking zones here. We might see a battle for a chance for the race win here from the number 85 Season 1 champion of Alfonso. If he can continue to hit his marks here, a little loose off the corner there. That's not going to help the case. That'll allow Kevin Tankos to pull away here through the Bank of America. Sponsors portion here of the Roval here. They'll work their way down the hill, back around. Getting ready to head back out towards the fans here. Here on Kevin Tankos selling away with it here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel with 4 laps remaining. The number 99 of Jerry Powers to close out Bat's Chevy Camaro. He'll miss the bottom of the corner there just a tad bit there. Try to get it back down to the closest to the wall as possible here. So he's not down here as close as possible to these cones here. The closest you get to those cones, the better angle you can slip right there. What a great exit there for the number 99 closeout Bats machine of Jerry Powers. As he tries to put the power down there and run down the number 85 of Alfonso Claudio. But you see the gap to the race lead is absolutely selling away here for Kevin Tankos as he'll work his way through the chicane. Here comes Jerry Powers in that 3rd place spot, working his way here in the closeout Bat Chevy Camaro. So it'll be a Chevy followed by a Toyota, then another Chevy followed by a Chevy. Then you'll find your first Ford and Nicholas Maynard. He works his way through the chicane here. And the Rock and Roll Racing Maynard Motor 02 machine up in the 5th place spot here. Trying to run down Corey Tesner here with 3 laps to go on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Kevin Tankos down into the Heartburn turn. Trying to pick off the race win here. Slowly but surely hit his marks here. Here comes Terry Hughes Jr. His guys will send it back out here on the racetrack as they know every lap complete here. Positions are important here. Every guy being paid points here all the way through the field, 1 through 19. Several guys off the racetrack like James Fallon, Jonathan Smith, Blake Hochschild, guys still trying to get that thing repaired down there on pit road. And it looks like Travis Wall is on pit road as well, as long as Dominic Apatello in the number 20 and 07 of Everett Larson here. But Kevin Tankos will work his way back here in front of the fans in turns 3. 3 laps remain on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Alfonso Claudio needs to be perfect from here on out if he wants a chance at that back bumper of the number 4 of Kevin Tankos. Will ride on board with Alfonso. They're all able to make it through the Toyota braking zone there. Alfonso Claudio just a tad bit loose there off the corner there. Kevin Tankos will work his way down into the heartburn turn with 2 laps remaining here at the Roval Rumble. Live at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Taking on the road course here in the infield. Kevin Tankos will make it through the Bank of America portion of the infield road course here. He'll make the right-hander. Looks like off of turn 6 here down in the Bojangles section, turn 7. Kevin Tankos being trailed hard by Alfonso Claudio. Alfonso Claudio has had the better Supra here tonight. That Supra has been extra great underneath the braking corners here, and he's trying to run down the race leader of Kevin Tankos here in that Chevy Camaro. Kevin Tankos, it's been a while since he's been to victory lane here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. The battle box is up there in the bottom right portion of your screen. Kevin Tankos trying to run away from Alfonso Claudio, and Jerry Powers trying to put the gas down here and run down a chance to win at this race here, but it's slowly slipping away from Alfonso here. Kevin Tankos works his way through the chicane here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. It'll be Kevin Tankos, Alfonso Claudio, and Jerry Powers here, followed by Corey Riptide Tesner, who has put on one hell of a performance here tonight, driving his way up to that fourth place spot here, followed by Nicholas Maynard and Showtime Chase Johnson. Showtime Chase Johnson trying to run down Nicholas Maynard for that top 5 spot here. Kevin Tankos will see the white flag this time around, presented by AFLglobal.com. He'll work the Budweiser number 4 Chevy Camaro down into the hill here. He's got Alfonso a little bit better through these braking zones here. They'll work the infield portion of the Bank of America sponsored section here at the Charlotte Roval and the Roval Rumble. The Bojangles section now. Alfonso Claudio, big loose off the corner there, but he's able to hold on to it. But that's going to open up the door for Kevin Tankos. He'll work his way down here off the corner here. All he's got to do is try to don't need to really be a big-time showman here. He just needs to bring it on home here. A little tight there on the outside of the wall. The number 4 machine will work his way off to the infield portion of tonight's road course, back onto the banking for the final time. They'll work their way to turns 3 and 4 here. The battle between Nicholas Maynard and Showtime Chase Johnson is closed up just a tad bit too. That's the battle for the 4th place spot. Alfonso Claudio, Kevin Tankos will work their way down through the chicane for the final time tonight. Alfonso Claudio will work his way through. Here comes Jerry Powers. Kevin Tankos looks like he's going to be able to hold it off here for the Roval Rumble. Here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, he'll work his way through the Toyota braking zone for the final time tonight. Kevin Tankos will come through, and he will be back in victory lane. Kevin Tankos wins it here at the Charlotte Roval. Alfonso Claudio gets second, followed by Jerry Powers third. Corey Tesner will work it from the back for a 4th place finish. And Nicholas Maynard and Showtime Chase Johnson. Looks like this is going to be the battle for the 5th place spot here. Well, Showtime Chase Johnson won't have anything for Nicholas Maynard here through the final corners here through the braking zone. Nicholas Maynard will get the top 5, followed by Showtime Chase Johnson. Nick Crawford in the 48 machine scheduled in the 7th place spot here, followed by the lat traffic of Terry Hughes. So Nick Crawford will get the 7th place spot, and Tony Cook will work his way through the chicane here in the Home Run Cafe machine for the 8th place spot. George Stetson will work his way around for the 9th place spot here, but who gives a damn? Kevin Tankos victorious here at the Charlotte Roval in Charlotte, North Carolina, as he's wheeling that thing around the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, back to victory lane here for the Hawthorns, New Jersey 20-year-old of Kevin Tankos. He'll get a little congratulatory, a little bump from Jerry Powers. These guys fought it out hard here for 25 laps or 70 miles at the Roval, ladies and gentlemen. Not one of the easiest road courses to tack on here, but Kevin Tankos, it's been a minute since he's been back to victory lane. He'll have to soak this one up in here. He'll work his way through the chicane here. Ladies and gentlemen, a tough battle for most of these guys all night here tonight. But Kevin Tankos, one and the only to pull it off here tonight. He'll lead every single lap and win the race from the pole here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Tankos will bring it through the front stretch here for the fans, and he should burn it down on your Booty Scoot Racing channel for you folks. Jerry Powers will make his way to the infield for post-race show here for the driver's interviews. Kevin Tankos wins the Roval Rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Tankos wins the Roval Rumble here tonight at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Here is the final results. Kevin Tankos wins the pole and leads every lap there from there on out, and he finds himself in victory lane here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, followed by Alfonso Claudio, Jerry Powers, Corey Tesner, Nicholas Maynard, And Showtime Chase Johnson rounding out the top 6 here. Nick Crawford will get the 7th place spot with Tony Cook getting the 8th place spot. George Stetson will round out that 9th place spot with Chris Knighty getting that 10th place spot, with Terry Hughes Jr. getting the 11th place spot, and Stanley Jr. getting the 12th place spot here. And John Michael Bryant, your mom's favorite driver, hard into the wall here. He'll get the 13th place spot here. And we'll have a lot of these guys working their way around the racetrack here. Get ready for drivers' interviews here for the post-race show. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Tankos wins here tonight at the Roval Rumble. We'll be back in just a moment with driver interviews and the post-race show. Don't go nowhere.
Hell out of my way now. It doesn't matter what you say now. I'm gonna take hold of fate now. I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes. Cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they say is fucking heinous. Cause I'm the type of dude that you know is fucking dangerous.
Welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We have just wrapped up here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, taking on the Roval here tonight for the Roval Rumble. 25 laps for 70 miles is what these guys took on. And ladies and gentlemen, if it wasn't the one, the only, number 4 Hawthorne's machine, Hawthorne, New Jersey driver, Budweiser number 4, Chevy Camaro of Kevin Tankos. He'll bring home the victory here tonight. And let's see if we can't get a pit reporter down there for a driver interview with the number 4 of Kevin Tankos. Y'all got us? Go ahead. Pit reporter, do you got us? Give us 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. We battle a technical difficulty here. We had this problem the other day here where we couldn't hear anybody. Give me 1 second. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we got everything back underneath control here. Talked to the pit reporter. He said his microphone wasn't plugged all the way in. Excuse us here, battling a little bit of technical difficulties. But the number 4 of Kevin Tankos has just won the Roval Rumble here, and he is down in victory lane with the Booty Scoot Racing channel pit reporter. Do y'all got us?
Ladies and gentlemen, down here in victory lane at the home of racing in Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Roval Rumble, and the number 4 of Kevin Tankos and the Budweiser number 4 Goodrich machine has just picked up the victory here tonight. Kevin, just kind of walk us through your day. You come out here tonight and just dominate. You lead every single lap, but you had a hard charge and Alfonso right behind you. Just kind of walk us through your day.
Yeah, it's been a long week. We've gotten a lot of practice in here at Rush Motorsports. Glad to see the number 99 also with me on the podium. Want to thank Nat Daddy Racing Designs for making an absolute killer paint scheme for this car. Just feels amazing. And yeah, just wanted to drive it smooth the whole time. Definitely realized that tires were better if you just kind of drove it smoother. Took it more easy. So it was just a great day, and glad to be locked in the Xfinity playoffs.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Tankos locks himself into the playoffs as, I believe, the 3rd different driver to win on the season. Maybe the 4th one. We'll have to go back over. But we'll scoot down here to the 2nd place finisher here on the infield, the number 85 Toyota Supra of Alfonso Claudio, the season 1 champion. Alfonso, so close to picking up the victory here and locking yourself into the playoffs. Just walk us through your night here tonight and kind of what you have to do again to repeat yourself for season 2.
It's going to be a hard task, especially repeating my performance from season 1. But it was still a good race today. I should have took a chapter out of my book. I should have at least read a little bit more of the book. But at least I had a fun race. Just burned the tires too much. But still, congrats to Kevin. Great racing, everybody. Yeah, it was amazing.
That's the 2nd place finisher, runner-up here tonight of Alfonso Claudio. We'll move down here to the HomeRunBat.com machine of Jerry Powers. Jerry, been one hell of a season for you so far. So close again to another win. You dominated 2 weeks ago at New Hampshire and led the most laps, which will bring home a podium P3 spot here tonight. Kind of walk us through your night tonight and describe what it means to pick up a top 3, and is road course your kind of thing?
Definitely not my thing. First off, I want to congratulate Kevin, man. He had the field covered today. Ran a pretty good race, kept it clean, battled a little bit of a stomach bug, but I'm not here to make any excuses. But honestly, I had nothing there for the top 2. But overall, it was a great points day for us, and definitely a proud member of Rush Motorsports.
That's the second place finisher, 99 machine of Jerry Powers, as he tries to climb out of that race car. Maybe a little brown stain sliding down the leg there. We'll scoot back here to the fourth place finisher machine of Corey Tesner in the Maccabee LLC Chevy Camaro. Corey, kind of walk us through your night tonight. What was your approach coming in here to the Roval tonight? You're consider yourself a halfway decent road course racer. Just kind of walk us through your night.
Yeah, we had a awful qualifying run. Didn't even get to put a lap down, so we started in the back. I knew there was a stage break coming at 13, so our plan was to run as hard as we could up until that. I think we got up to about the 8th or 9th position by the stage break, and then just kept pushing forward. Didn't quite have the speed to go fight for a win, but we'll take a top 5 starting from the back any day.
And that's the P4 finisher of Corey Tesner. As I believe he tried to get a word with Nicholas Manners. He stuck inside of his seatbelts. We'll throw it back up to the booth. Be back in just a moment. Thank you for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe he just said Nicholas Maynard was locked inside of his seatbelts trying to get out of there. We'll throw it to a commercial break real quick and see if we can get a word from the 5th place driver of Nicholas Maynard. Want to make sure we get all the top 5 guys. Be back in just a second.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We've caught up with the 5th place spot driver of Nicholas Maynard. He's down there on pit road with one of our pit reporters here. He brought home the top 5 spot here. I believe he went around early. Let's take a look and see what he had to say.
With the number 02 machine of Nicholas Maynard, you just brought it home in the 5th place spot here tonight. Your first top 5 on the season. Kind of walk us through your day. Yeah, I mean, it was one hell of a race. I'm definitely not any kind of a road course racer. Got to thank everybody back at the shop, the Maynard Motors Rock and Roll Racing team. We had a bad fast Ford Mustang here tonight. Kind of got in a little bit of trouble there. Wheel hopped in going into turn 1, lap 1, and went around, but I was able to keep my foot on the brake, and I'm glad that everybody was able to have their head on their shoulders this week and was able to avoid me. All in all, I mean, it was a great race. We drove up from the back after spinning out, and to bring home the top 5 after the caution flag there was pretty nice to have. We'll move on to Chicagoland here in a couple weeks and enjoy ourselves there. But tonight was great. We're glad to have a top 5 here at the home track in Charlotte. We'll make the trip back down to Spartanburg and be back here in 2 weeks. And that's the number 02 machine of Nicholas Maynard there. Back up to the booth.
Back up here to the booth indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We have just completed the Roval Rumble here tonight at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, our one and only road course that we take on each and every single season for the Xfinity Series. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see if we can't throw up the final results here from tonight's qualifying session. Kevin Tankos had the fastest lap and led him from the pole here, and if we'll switch over here to the race results, he led every single lap of them. And he dominates here tonight at the Roval here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and he brings home the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we will bring up the playoff picture before tonight's race. This is how they ran on the point standing, so you can go ahead and add Kevin Tankos and that number 4 machine in green, as he has got a victory underneath his belt now. He will be racing for a championship, or at least in the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, we will switch back over here to the remaining schedule This is all we got left here for the Xfinity Series on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, and we would be happy if you didn't miss a single lap of it. Make sure you press that like button and press that follow button, and all of the full streams are posted to the YouTube page at Booty Scoot Racing LLC, so you can go back and watch all of the highlights. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 weeks from now, we will tackle on the Chicagoland, Raceway for 120 laps, and it should be an absolute freaking banger of a freaking race, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Charlotte Motor Speedway Roval style for the Roval Rumble. Kevin Tankos in the number 4. The number 4 Chevy Camaro has won it all here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the 20-year-old comes in and puts belt to ass. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for us. We will see you not next week, but next week. The TNA Truck Series back in action for Season 2 for the Madness Racing League on Thursday night for the dual races at Daytona underneath the lights. You don't want to miss a damn thing. It'll be live right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll see you then.
Fight back.
You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they're giving them, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud, you better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south.
Never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Or will you fucking fight back?